it's impossible. I don't make art anymore. I haven't since we opened Findamon in 2020. I have not made anything. It is too demanding. And opening Findamon in the height of the pandemic in New York, it was just me and my husband for the first 2 years. So we did absolutely everything, like did all the dishes every single night, clean the floors, do any kind of maintenance. Like we were just trying to keep it open, trying to survive. So there's really been no downtime, no, or not even downtime, no other time. And my mind has just been so singularly focused on this one goal of keeping this restaurant open and successful that I have not been able to make any art. And that's hard because I do identify as an artist still, but I'm hopeful that sometime in the near future we will have a little more freedom to be able to do other things that interest us.
So I had a similar and dissimilar experience, which is that um, I I got a couple degrees from the Wharton School. At the same time I was there, I was also taking all the fine arts courses, the studio courses I could take. So they were very liberal in those days about the electives you could have. So I took quite a few studio courses, and then I went to work in New York and didn't paint at all. And I felt like there was a big hole in my life. And so I enrolled at NYU graduate school at night, and then met an artist named Knox Martin, who was teaching the course that I was in. And he's the one who pushed all the buttons in me and gave me confidence that I could survive, not survive, but be an artist. That's when I moved to Provincetown. And in those days, you could live in Provincetown on air. Like I lived the first whole
Yeah.
year on $5,000.
Wow.
So I rented a 2-bedroom house on a bluff overlooking the sea in North Truro
Wow.
for $75 a month, for example. So,
Wild. So cool.
so um, I'm assuming if you said, oh, at some point you'll have employees that enable you to not be on 24/7,
Yeah.
and have you thought about what that might look like, about how you'll be able to make art and have the restaurant at the same time?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pretty private artist. Um, I make art for myself and just for the act of making it. I really don't show many people what I do. Um, so it's usually just like me at my desk making my stuff. And that time at my desk is like so special and kind of like sacred quiet time for me. Um, that I something that it's something that I really miss. So that's what it would look like. Like we do have some employees now, but the place isn't autonomous yet. Um, but yeah, that's what it would look like. Just me being able to make things because it's totally I totally relate to what you said about having it feel like a whole. Like I feel like there's a part of me missing a bit and like not being exercised. Um, so I look forward to that time. But it takes so much brain space to be able to sit down and like actually like begin again, especially after such a long period of not doing it. So it's a bit daunting. And I think I would need like a lot of headspace and quiet, mental quiet time to be able to really start doing stuff again. But I believe it'll happen. Like I am confident that it will happen. I love the restaurant business and I that is my career now and for the foreseeable future I imagine being an owner of either this place or us we talk about opening another place in the future. Um, so that's always I believe going to be my main job. Um, but I do hope to just be able to have time like I used to where, I'm working a job, be it event planning, when I was doing scenic work, which, was artistic, um, or, bartending, and then being able to come home or on my day off, be able to make work. And again, I really just make work for myself. I really don't ever show it. I often give it to people, if anything. Um, but it would look like that. Just having a balance, being able to do both. That's my ideal. Having, you know, 70% of my life as a restaurateur, and then or maybe 60% and then 40% being able to make work for myself.